Alright, so square number 2 is the clouds square, and it's super cute and super fun. You'll need about 70 yards of each of the thicket and white for the square, so let's get started. Alright, welcome back everybody. We are going to be making the second square in our mystery Tunisian crochet along for the Wild One baby blanket. This is the clouds square, which I'm super excited about. I hope you guys love it. You're going to need about 70 yards of wheat crochet comfy worsted in thicket and about 70 yards of comfy worsted in white. So let's get started. This is what the yarn looks like. And we are going to be using the Radiant Wood Tunisian crochet hook in size J10 6mm with a cord and stopper about 12 inches. So let's get started. We are going to first chain 30 with our thicket. It would be helpful to know the bobble stitch for this tutorial. I'm going to link to the bobble stitch in the corner there. You can press the I. But basically we're going to be working bobble stitches for the clouds to give a nice little effect by chaining 30. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. All right, so then we are going to work our foundation row, which is basically picking up loops and the bumps that are the back bumps of the stitches. So this is how you do this. If you need a more clear tutorial, you can check out my Tunisian simple stitch tutorial where I take you through the foundation row and how to do the Tunisian simple stitch. So I'll link that as well. You can check out the eye above, click on the eye. Basically, we're just picking up loops into the back bump of the stitches like this. Almost at the end of the row here. Pick up a stitch into that last. All right, so now we are gonna work about 3 rows of just simple stitch. So we're gonna chain 1, and then this is the return pass of our foundation row. We're just going to pull through 2 loops, pull through 2 loops, pull through 2 loops, pull through 2, all the way across. until there is just one loop remaining. Again, if you need a tutorial just for the Tunisian simple stitch, you can check out the tutorial for the foundation row and Tunisian simple stitch. All right, you're just gonna go across like that, and then we have one remaining. All right. So then we are just going to pick up a loop into the vertical bars. That's how we do the Tunisian simple stitch. So we're just working with the thicket right now. We'll be adding the white soon for the clouds. Okay. And then we're going to do chain one and do our return pass all the way across. Right. Gonna do one more row of simple stitch across. Oops. Right, and remember when you're working this last stitch, you go under both loops at the end over here, pull up a loop, and then we're going to chain one and then pull through two loops all the way across. That is our return pass. And if you need to, for just getting started with Tunisian crochet, make sure you are counting your stitches so that you don't drop any. Right, we are just gonna go across. Okay. Right, we're gonna complete one more row of simple stitch. Okay, again we're doing our return pass, so let's chain one, pull through 2 loops all the way across. Going a little faster here, but again, if you need that extra assistance, make sure you check out the basic video for Tunisian simple stitch. All right, so we have completed a total of 4 rows, and we are going to, we've completed 3 rows. This is the foundation, then we did 3 more rows. Then we are going to grab all right, now what we're gonna do is we are going to work 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna work 4 stitches, work into the next 3 stitches. So we have 4 stitches here, and we are gonna add our white into the next stitch. So the way we do this is pretty simple, but can be a little bit confusing if you're just starting off. Anytime we join a new color in Tunisian crochet, what we need to do, like on the forward pass, if we're adding it on the forward pass, we make sure to twist it around the other color like this in the back. So make sure you've twisted it a couple of times, and then I'm just gonna go through the vertical bar here, the next vertical bar, then I'm gonna pick up a loop of that other color, and then make sure you are tightening your twists in the back. So just make sure you do a little tightening over there, and then since we are working our first bobble in this stitch, once I've joined it, I'm gonna do a yarn over, go back into this vertical bar and pick up a loop, and then go through 2 like that. So now I have 2 stitches. Then when I wrap my yarn around again, I'm gonna go through, pull up a loop, and then pull through 2. So I'm gonna continue doing that for 1 more. So I want these to be small bobbles. I don't really want them to be huge. So I'm gonna work those 3, and then once I have 4 stitches on my hook, 4 white stitches, I'm gonna pull through all of them, and then I'm gonna chain 1 to lock it. So that's my first bobble. Then we're gonna go through the next one, pull up a loop, and remember, we are not gonna work into the stitch anymore because this is our stitch, this is our first white stitch. Okay, now focus on the next white stitch, which is our next bobble. We're gonna wrap our yarn around, go in, pull up a loop, and pull through 2. Wrap our yarn around, go in, pull up a loop, pull through 2. Wrap our yarn around, pull up a loop, pull through 2. All right, so now, not counting this first one because that's our first bobble, we now have 4 stitches again. So then we are going to pull through 4, and then we're going to chain 1, and that's our second bobble. We are going to continue doing this into the next 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to continue making bobbles into the next 6 stitches. So I'm going through the vertical bar here, pulling up a loop, and then yarn around, wrap my yarn around, go through, pull up a loop, pull through 2. Again, make sure you do not count these first 2 bobble stitches. We're working into this next stitch now. All right, wrap your yarn around, pull through, and then pull through 2. Wrap your yarn around, pull through 2. And then again, now we have 4 stitches here. I'm gonna pull through all 4 and then do a yarn. I'm gonna do a slip stitch to lock that bobble. All right, so we're gonna continue doing that across. Again, as I said, now it's the next 5 stitches, so I'm gonna continue and I'll meet you back once I'm at that 5th stitch. All right, so now I have a total of 8 bobble stitches, and then what we're gonna do is, you'll see the back looks like this. So we have the white yarn over here, but we have our brown here. We need our brown again. So I'm going to carry a float over, and then I am going to twist the yarn around again so that the brown is around the white, like so. And then I'm going to pick up the brown, and I am going to do a Tunisian simple stitch with the brown. I'm just pulling up a loop here. All right, so make sure it's a little bit loose, the float in the back. You don't want it to catch these bubbles and make them kind of wonky. So there, and then we are going to continue with our simple stitches across. So again, just twist your yarn over like that, and get back to the brown, pull up a loop with the brown, and then continue doing your simple stitches as normal. All right, okay, and then I'm going to show you the return pass. So we're just going across, okay, and then just do our normal return pass here. So chain 1, then pull through 2 loops, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, all the way across. That's what we're doing here. And all right, now when we have 1 brown remaining and we are just getting to the white, that's when we are going to switch back. So again, we're doing the twist. We are twisting in the back. We're going to twist around. We are going to twist the white around and then pull up. So twist it like so. And then we're going to use the white to pull through 2 loops here. That's how you do the return pass with color changes. And then again, we're going to continue our return passes with the white. And just go across. Okay. All right, so we are back to, so this is the last white loop on the hook. Now we're getting back to the brown. So again, what we do is we're going to carry a float in the back. As an FYI, if you prefer not having floats for baby blankets, you can always do a double-sided square. You can add a patch on the back if you like, or just even for this section, just add a patch, and it'll be good. So again, we twisted, and now we are working with the brown. We're going to pull through 2 all the way across like that. And that's it. That's our first row of clouds, of the cloud. And then in the next row, we are going to work the next row of the cloud. So let's go across, and And you can follow the color chart. So we're doing 4 and then 5 stitches in the brown, and then that's where we're going to switch to the white and do bobble stitches only into the next 6 stitches, and then the last stitch is going to be a simple stitch again. So we're decreasing the number of bobbles that we do in this row. We are doing them in the center. So alright, so we worked simple stitch into that first bobble, and the next bobble we are going to pick up a white loop. I twist it in the back as I did previously, wrap the yarn around, go back in and work your bobble as before. So 1, 2, 3, that's pretty much it. We're doing 3 times, and then we are going to pull through 4 and then chain 1. Okay, and then the next one, I'm going to do the same thing. We're going in, picking up a white loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over, pull through 2. So now we have 4 stitches on the hook, pull through all 4, chain 1. It's our next bobble stitch, right? So then I'm going to do it again. So we are going to go pick up a loop here, and then yarn over, pick up, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then pull through 4 stitches, chain 1. So I'm kind of doing it more quickly now, but again, if you need to, pause and watch the previous row again, because I did it slowly. Again, I am going to pick up a loop here, a white loop, go back in, yarn over, go back in, pick up 2, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So we do it a total of 3 times, and then pull through all 4, chain 1. So next bobble. All right, and go in, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then pull through 4, chain 1. Alright, so the last bobble stitch we're making, so pick up a loop in the white, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2 one more time, and then these 4 stitches, chain 1, and now it's time to switch back to our brown. So I'm gonna just twist again like I did previously, and then pick up a loop into this stitch here. Right, and then just simple stitch all the way across. In the brown, oops. So we're just gonna do that, and then again we're working our return pass after this, the same way as we did in the previous row. So oops, and then just remember to go under both loops at the end, chain 1, pull through 2 all the way across until you get to right before the first white loop. So once you have the last brown loop on your hook, just twist again. Remember to always twist so that it's secure. And pull tighten the back there a little bit, and then pull through 2 all the way across for the white, And then again, when you have just one white remaining and you're switching back, you need to switch back to the brown. Just twist again. And there we go. Oops. And pull tight. And then just to pull through 2 loops all the way across. And make sure your bubbles are out a little bit like that. And that's kind of how it looks. You could stop with just the second row of the bobble. I did one more row to make it a bigger cloud. But if you want, you could just go ahead and do simple stitch across if you prefer. But I'll show you this 3rd row of the bobbles. So we are working 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oops, no, sorry, 6 of these simple stitch in the thicket color, and then we're going to twist, and we are going to start our bobbles again. And this time we're only doing 4 bobbles. So pick up a loop and then go back in with the white, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, and then pull through all 4 and chain 1. All right, and we're going to go into the next one, and then we are going to yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, and then yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Remember not to get confused. You already worked this one bobble stitch. You're going to leave it alone. Then we are going to pull through 4 stitches, chain 1. And then we are going to pick up another loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And now again we have 4 stitches. We're going to pull through 4 and chain 1. And then this is our final bobble stitch. So we're going to go in and then yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then we are going to pull through all 4, chain 1. And now we are going to switch back to the brown, the thicket. So I'm going to twist again, pick it up here from the white, go into the next white stitch, and oops, I did not wrap it around properly. So make sure you're wrapping it around, and then we are going to pick up a stitch here and then work simple stitch all the way across in the brown and the thicket. All right, so that's our first cloud pretty much completed. Just have to do the last return pass here all the way across, and so all the way across we're going to do this, and then remember to work under both loops for that last stitch. Now we are going to do a return pass, chain 1, return pass all the way across. I'm going a little quickly because we know how to do this now. If you don't, I do have other tutorials where you can go through it in detail. All right, so now we are at this. We're at the white again. We're on the last twist to get back to the white, and just pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2. Again, we're at the brown, so we're going to switch again. And the way we do that is by twisting. So then, make sure you twist properly. And then we're going to just pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, all the way across. And then all right, so we are done the cloud. So now we are just gonna work Tunisian simple stitch across for, all right, so we are gonna work Tunisian simple stitch across with the thicket for 8 rows. So I'll meet you back once we've completed that. It's super simple, it's the exact same thing we did before, so I'll do the first one with you again. Simple stitch into these. All right, and even into the whites now because we're done doing the bobble stitch here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, and then just do our Tunisian simple stitch all the way across. You can leave a little tail and cut the white yarn at this point if you want and rejoin it for the next cloud, but I ended up just carrying a float across the back. It's whatever you prefer, and again, if you're not comfortable with floats for baby blankets, make sure you patch up the clouds on the back, or use a second square to patch up the back. I like doing that so that I can just stick the ends in and I don't have to weave them in. But it's personal preference, whatever you are comfortable with. All right, make sure you work this stitch here. All right, so then just continue. I'm gonna do a normal return pass here again, but it's basically the same thing. And remember, we're doing it for 8 rows. So this was the first one. So for 7 more rows, you're just gonna do Tunisian simple stitch across with your thicket color. I have a little cute cloud here, so we do the exact same thing at that upper left hand corner after the 7 rows. So follow the color chart, it's super simple. Just gonna continue our bobbles and then just do 5 more rows and bind off. So it's 8 rows in between the clouds of Tunisian simple stitch and the thicket, and then once you've completed the cloud again, we're gonna do 4 more stitches, 4 more rows of Tunisian simple stitch and the thicket, and that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial for this square. Let me know if you have any questions at all. In the end, I think we will go ahead and we're going to probably do a single crochet border around all the squares, so stay tuned for that too. This was square number 2 for the Mystery Tunisian Crochet Along Wild One baby blanket. Check out all the details in the blog post and make sure you're following along, sharing your progress. Tag me at noorsknits on Instagram and use the hashtag Wild One TCAL, and I hope you're enjoying it. Let's continue. I will see you guys for the next square.